Anti-Factarian All-Internet Personnel, happy 10th annual
Project for Awesome!
Project for Awesome is one of my favorite times of the year because it's when the online community comes together to raise money for charity. So this year, with your help, we already did this much. Last year we raised over $1.5 million, so hopefully with your help we can smash that mark and hit 2 million. This year I'm supporting Liberty in North Korea. Now, North Korea might just set off most alarm bells in your head as this awful place with a horrible dictator, but that's pretty much it. Unless you've done your own research, you wouldn't know much about North Korea, and after that, you wouldn't want to joke about it. The reality is that the conditions in North Korea are truly dismal. When I was 12, I read this book, Escape from Camp 14 details Shin Dong-hyuk's escape from a total grade internment camp in North Korea. He grew up there because his parents were seen as enemies of the state, and thus he too was sentenced to this fate. How that worked? It doesn't. It's similar to the TV series The 100, where every crime, no matter how tiny, results in major punishment. In this case, however, I'd saying anything against the government, even whispering, "I'm not fond of the government," will result in you being placed in an internment camp. You and 3 whole generations of your family. The conditions in these political prison camps are so atrocious that all glimpses of human empathy and kindness were gone. It's like World War II concentration camps that still exist today. Shin Dong-hyuk saw his mother and brother as competitors for food that was always scarce. And if you were caught stealing food, you would be beaten to death, as seen by a little girl who was murdered by a teacher for stealing little kernels of corn. This tiny thing. Shin Dong-hyuk resorted to eating rodents and lizards as well as insects so that he wouldn't starve, and many of them did. Many people died of starvation, illness, work accidents, and torture. In fact, 25% of North Korean children are chronically malnourished. When Shin Dong-hyuk was 13, his mother and brother planned to escape, as many of them did. Unfortunately, Shin Dong-hyuk was raised to believe that he should tell the guards of any crimes committed, and thus he informed them of their escape. Instead of being rewarded, Shin Dong-hyuk was punished for being in cahoots with them and tortured for information. The guards put a hook in his skin so he couldn't move as they lit a charcoal fire beneath his back, which is basically Dean Winchester in hell in real life. After that, his mother and brother were publicly executed. Imagine living in a place like that. It sounds straight off a dystopian novel, but it exists right now. 24 million people are facing the most oppressive regime in the entire world. For watching foreign videos or questioning the government, you and your family be dragged kicking and screaming to these camps where 120,000 people are suffering right now. 400,000 people have already died in these places. Due to the horrific conditions in North Korea, every year thousands of people try and make the 3,000-mile journey to a safer country. Unfortunately, not all make it. They cross rough terrain and face exploitation, risking life and limb, as should they be found out, the Chinese government arrests and forcibly repatriates them. In these dire circumstances, many North Korean refugees do not have the resources or connections to get themselves off North Korea, and thus never make it to freedom. When I was 12, I was devastated because I felt helpless. What was I supposed to do? How could I help them? I didn't have the authority or power to do anything. And then I heard about Liberty in North Korea. Liberty in North Korea rescues refugees without cost or condition and ensure their safety and dignity on their journey to freedom. They have steadily garnered information about escape routes through China and Southeast Asia, and have established relationships with individuals on the ground who can help us move refugees safely across borders. Their free passage model ensures that refugees are treated with dignity and respect throughout the risky journey, and allows them to begin their new lives in freedom without the burden of broken loans. To date, they have rescued 542 people. It costs only $3,000 to give a North Korean refugee a new life. With more funds, they can save more people, and that's where you come in. If you help vote for this video on the Project for Awesome website, link it down below, and it gets into the top 10, Liberty in North Korea will receive a lot of money, can help more people reach freedom. With your help, we can give them new lives. So what are you waiting for? Hit the links in the description, read up, vote, catch live stream, and support Project for Awesome. Happy holidays, and don't forget to be awesome. Bye!